second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, wait. Gun.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Check. 11. Go.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 21-0 our score after one.
51. Hey, Strickland.
On third down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Got it. 11. Topper. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, Ryan sliding, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Ryan. They're hauling it in, Nelson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. J.J. Nelson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike, 125. Here we go. Base. Check 43. Check 21. 25.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Nelson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
22 yards there, a first down. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Takk McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
First down, Seattle.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. First down to run with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
What? 315. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Hey, Tuesday.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
It's now second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Safety's creeping. Let him go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again they run with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for him. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, check.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
I'm gonna have to listen to you this time. It's going good, man. Just tired. Been working a lot. No, here, man, it's the heat is cranked up, man. Everybody's freaking out about all the corona stuff, but they don't give a damn when it comes to being hot. So, I've been addicts and doing nonsense all day. But I might have some extra time tomorrow. It's blistered up.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
So those jump balls you like with Thielen, that Thielen's really good at, you'd be able to get that here. Yes.
Here's Dalvin Cook.
Well, I hated it, but I mean, you get used to it after a while. But it was a little okay.
They get 14 there.
But
First down, Vikings.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy?
I mean,
he's special.
The corner's getting better animations than the receivers. That's my problem.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time
So I'd rather the receivers win those than...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Nassib coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I was looking through this team. I don't know how they have an 82 overall.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long.
Hey, no, easy. Small. Black.
Now Cousins. The ball popped in the air.
That wasn't even neat. I picked it.
Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
That was happening to me against Billy yesterday, man. I was like going for picks, and then my own guys were playing defense against me. Like,
too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one,
that has happened.
Hey, box truck.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
As soon as I started throwing, I saw you flying over there.
A chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Change that filter more often, you won't have so much dust.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Johnson, the intended target. First quarter, now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner.
Like that in college either, but I felt like
by the Raiders,
they really nerfed his speed more
17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
You've always played nice with Madison.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe the ice a little bit?
Okay.
Hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going for.
Cousins the thrower. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. So don't say nothing.
3rd and long for Cousins.
Oh, I was going to hit this shit out.
Chad Beebe. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26.
Dude, I'm going to take his top off, man. Damn.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too.
See, stuff like that, really like in comp mode, that would have been picked off.
Get his first completion,
like, that's how that just happened. Either that should have been incompletion or happened just like it did.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins.
Oh!
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
You have to do all
so the
that.
pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4 yard line.
I'm surprised he made it to week 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Cousins.
Oh!
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for his tight end
Look
there,
what he
Kyle
did.
Rudolph.
That's some
But now it's
animation.
3rd and goal.
Shoot, Redden just had, what's his name that played for the Titans? Just juke me out my damn shoes, man. What was his name?
Johnson's got it complete.
Olsen, Greg Olsen.
And he will score.
And then he outran everybody for like another 40 yards.
Olabisi Johnson,
What the
his
hell?
2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey.
Well, I mean, he was playing like Evan Ingram or somebody.
10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We underestimated.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver,
right off
and
rip,
it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes you just got to take your chance.
29. Strip that ball. Bravo. Switch it.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season.
I love it.
And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
I mean, but
and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away.
You're right, but if somebody's going to win that jump ball, it should be, well, the receiver should have about, it should be about 60-40.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like I said, you know,
Here are the
I don't
Vikings
know,
now to start their next
know,
drive. They find
how
themselves
you
down
played that, but
17 to
see,
7
I
as they
feel like I
start
would have
this
been able
drive
to at
first
least
and
get
10.
over there and knock it down or something like
Cousins
that
now to
in that
throw on
case.
first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through
that
the
easy one too
contact.
there.
Brings up second down.
But I mean, like
So
I
he
said,
can't hang
like you
on, and as I
learn how
watch
to
it
adjust.
unfold,
There
I
is
remembered
going to
an
be,
expression
if
that
you go
I've
back to
heard,
sim,
maybe from
there's
you,
going
I
to be
don't
an
know, but
adjustment
you're
for
going
a
to get
whole
hit
season.
anyways,
And
might
that's
as well
exactly
hold
what it
on
was
to the
for me.
ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Let's bring it.
Throwing is Cousins. And Rudolph has it to tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line
Oh,
up
man, I
anywhere,
love the
in the
user,
slot,
man.
out wide, in tight.
gotten really good with
Doesn't
the
really
safety
matter
here.
because he has such great skills.
Oh, he's open.
You want to utilize him.
He's really open.
This is caught inside the 15.
Oh,
And he gets this one inside
not,
the 15, just a yard or
I
two
cover him
shy of the
at least
10. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I got Eli Apple. Who's my other player?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every
Okay, he's open.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown.
I mean, there was only one guy in that general area. Like, I know your zone wasn't covering that area, but
as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
yeah, that was good.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Yeah. Take his legs out from under him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now.
speed is
The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
It's definitely an adjustment.
Remind you that
Just
coming
coming
up at
from
halftime,
all
we'll
the
join
speed I
Jonathan
had.
Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores
You know,
from the early
it's
games
better
going
for
on
you.
here around the NFL. Now it's
Okay,
thrown
just
for the
run
left
out of bounds.
sideline, and he's got it.
Pointing in the
And he'll
whole
go
other
out of bounds,
direction.
It looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out.
Or
they've
hit.
had plenty of
Like right there,
success
I probably
moving
would have
the football
hit
here in the
sticky.
first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw Exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, no
He's
stick on
tackled
either.
a yard short of the
I'm gonna
marker.
figure out what
Good
moves
gain of
Josh
9
Jacobs
on
is good
first
at.
down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still,
Nope.
you'll take runs like that each and every time,
Woo.
won't you?
A 2nd down pass play
Sometimes
there,
you
but
just
it's
need to get a string on the
incomplete.
ball.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way.
I got Marcus
It would have
Mariota on
been
this
a
team,
great
too. I
play
think I
if
have
he'd
a
been able to
69
hold that
over.
one in.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Aguilar has it.
You read it, too.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A
That
little
stop
surprise
about,
pays
like,
off on 3rd
really
and
messed me
1.
up.
Pass instead of run.
got bumped.
Gets him 15 yards. The Vikings going to signal
that should be
for
illegal,
the first
though.
of
You know
their
what I mean? There should be a rule
timeouts,
against that. You
as
can't
they'll
bump from
stop
20
it
yards
with just over
downfield.
40 seconds to go in the first half.
No. I was making a joke towards somebody else. So.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year.
I mean,
and the Raiders able to
intentional
extend that
contact is one
advantage.
thing. Like,
And that'll give
you know,
them a
and that's
two-score
what refs have
lead here,
to,
but
you know,
looking ahead, they just
decide
want to
on.
hold it for the final
So,
moments here in the second
I
quarter.
mean,
They don't want to
it
give
is
up
what it
anything on
is.
the other side.
I mean, the game's not going to be perfect, but I do like that they added that in. I think it's the perfect amount.
Right now, they want to make
But
sure they keep
maybe
that
some things
and carry
need to
it
get
into the
called
second
if it
half.
looks a little bit more on purpose.
And the decision to bring it out is going
Like,
to
would
cost
that-
him
would that-
about
it's like a
7
hold
yards
in the
all
coverage?
told as he's
Is
taken
that what
down
it's
back
called?
shy of the
That's
20.
Not exactly pass interference.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins.
I wanted to for that one.
That's to Dalvin Cook.
I
his
mean,
running
to the
back.
tight end.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just clean me up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
That jukebox would have been nice in the open field. Just get you a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Hey, Steamer. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Gun. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight. Hey, wahoo.
Again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught
And
inside
that's
the
how that
20.
should happen.
Now it's
One-on-one with a shitty-ass
Get it
corner.
with 10
That's,
seconds to go before halftime.
I like it. And good design to get me off track with the running back.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
That was not what I wanted.
From the red zone now, Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You ever pick a play and like in a whole different formation, and then you come out and like the complete opposite, and a play you had no intention on picking?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Dude, I do that all the time. I'll pick something maybe for the 3-4 and come out in a nickel and what is going on here? I'm in a whole different formation. I want to be.
Cousins again. And this is intercepted, but
I get an interception, but
so very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
I just played. Daryl Roberts is his name. I guess he was playing for the He was playing for the Panthers.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Bailey's kick is good.
Yeah,
And
so
that will do
I had
it for this first
I
half.
told you how I lost.
So we have reached halftime with a
in the conference
touchdown. That's the
championship in
difference
the other
on the
league.
scoreboard. As
Dude,
we'll head down to Orlando,
what changed
that's
the
where we find
momentum,
our
man?
Jonathan
There was
Coachman at
a
our
field
EA
goal block at
Sports
the beginning.
halftime
It was
report.
I think it was like
The
3-0.
Raiders with the lead
I was like,
already,
kick a field
and they
goal
will
tied
get
up.
the football
And
here as the
this
second
defensive
half is
tackle
now
throws
underway.
everybody
This
in
is
the middle of
field
the
a couple
line
yards
and
deep.
just comes clean.
And they're going to stop him
And
short
just
of
blocks
the
the
20
damn kick,
with a
and
penalty flag
it
down.
lands in
What's the call here?
the
Officials so cognizant of
guy
that
on the
call
other side of the
nowadays,
field,
but
like a
that one looked pretty
linebacker or
easy.
something like
Yeah,
that.
you're
Just
right.
outruns
They took
everybody
out of their hands,
for a
having to wonder
touchdown.
whether it's a 5-yard
It
or a
was
15-yard
just the most heartbreaking thing ever.
Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you
And the
call
game
it.
got worse.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down.
Okay. That's why I don't do motion.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that
Yeah, but
NFL
I mean,
locker
like, I
rooms are
just feel
cookie
like
cutter, that
if
everyone's
you're
saying the
not-
exact
if you're
same
not
thing in every
on the
situation.
receiver,
But I do
like
know
right
that
there,
all 32
I had
teams
a
have an
clear
emphasis
lane in
on
between the
starting
safety and the
fast.
corner.
Game
Like,
to be
I
on
feel like-
second
I
half,
mean,
no
that's-
matter what.
that's the way to
Whether it's
play it.
first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a
I
big
mean,
score
that's
to
how
start
it would be
second
played
half.
in real life, because I'm sorry, you do that against, you know, DeAndre Hopkins or Julio or something like that. Like, they're just looking to just kill that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Do you not have
Now,
juice
as you
on?
mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against
Well, you
the
truck
boulder
me,
and start
that's for sure,
pushing
but-
and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Cousins.
Oh,
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I was not
He's
expecting
looking
that move,
happy
though.
right
That
there.
that would have
And
been
it turned into
clean,
an
like, if
ill-advised
you
throw into
waited
their
another
zone.
second
Well,
or
we
third
know he
down.
has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Go! Gun! I got motion. 2! Wait,
On 3rd down, Cousins. Incomplete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. 75 yards receiving for
I mean,
him
I
now.
tried to
It's
hit
a
stick him
first
with both of
down.
those guys, and he just, I mean,
Fifth catch
just
of the game for him there.
shrugged
Yeah,
them
the
off
tight
like
end
they
position
were like
is now
rag
becoming a
dolls.
volume
Like, it
pass
was-
catcher. Used to be occasional, right?
That's throwing me
Safety
in football.
valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the
Rudolph is
leading
always
receiver.
a very underrated.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead,
always
2nd
underrated.
down.
No, not
I
at
know
all.
that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him.
Oh,
Who's going to get the next one? It almost
come back
becomes a
now,
challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And the catch made by Johnson.
Man.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
See, people send the corner on me, and I get sad. I send the corner on somebody else, and it just leaves the whole field open.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the
Starboy, if you're
40.
listening, we're laughing at this.
Check three.
My blitzes suck.
Check. Fresno.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I don't know white people with that.
43-yard line.
All day, every day.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
For what? You got
This
coronavirus,
offense
don't you?
in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
What?
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, exit. 54.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard
I'm playing the game. I love you. Bye.
And he may want to track down that football because
yeah.
that's
I don't even know how I'm sitting here trying to listen to my wife about her
into the trophy case.
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game.
I don't know how I got that.
Playing the back seven on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Oh, is anybody gonna come over?
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here.
Man.
My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking
just
about
having
our
fun
on-air
here.
commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 22 yards there, a first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I was testing.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw football.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Mike's 54.
Cousins to throw it. Complete. It's Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
That was not the play. That was not the route I was looking for.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I was looking for the 20.
A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
About as bad as the butt tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
There is a side you have to be on.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
I had a guy,
tackle him after the catch,
before I played this game,
keep
we
the
played him in the
clock
rugby league,
running.
and he
Just
was
go
pretty
ahead
good
and
on
lead the game
defense.
out that way.
But he used the cover 3, 4-4 the whole
To
time.
throw is
I
Cousins.
was like, how does that
And
work?
that is incomplete.
I can put just a little bit
I mean,
too
I
much
ate it
heat
up a
on
few
that one.
times,
When you throw it
but
to the
it
outside,
works
you do
90%
have to be
of the time.
careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Oh, yeah, you got it. You got to get it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm going to bring the heat.
So
I'm
trailing
gonna
here in
tell
the
you what I'm
last
doing.
quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, dude.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way
I wasn't
down near the
expecting the pick.
20-yard line.
I honestly thought you got that.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in,
The whole route.
that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Okay.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be
Yeah,
happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering
Yeah,
the
definitely some of the
football,
hits
taking care of the
too,
ball,
like,
all the
like a
ball
lot more
security
clean.
terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a
The
good
thing I always
chance
loved about
of ending
football
up
is like
winning
how,
this game.
like, you know, when the guy folds up over you when you hit him real hard.
Now
It doesn't seem like that. And like this, when you hit him, like you pretty much feel it. Like it's like realistic the way they go down.
Drops him.
And the comp mode, it feels like you're just,
The
you know,
problem is nobody
like
was
nothing
faked
different
out.
than playing Call of Duty where you just
When
kind
no
of
one's faked out, what's the end
tag
result?
somebody and they just go down.
Quarterback gets hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr looking for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return
See, that's what you have to get used to when you're playing comp and you're going to film. Like, usually I could use that receiver to come in and
Two-score
try to
game
catch
here in the
that.
4th, and that
I couldn't
pick,
do
it
that.
kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
God.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open,
God,
they shrink pretty rapidly. How about
That was
being able
close. That
to hit a
would've been pretty.
moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
That number 92 out there in coverage is really
Correct
open.
me if I'm wrong. You're
Kinda
down
ugly
2
with big
scores. I don't
defense
think you
behind.
need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that
Yeah, he is.
time.
Oh, who
And
the
that'll
hell
bring
that
up
is out
2nd
there?
down.
I thought I set my depth chart, but I don't know if I did. Or he might have looked better on paper than he does in coverage.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. That's incomplete. Nearly another
But see, his hands
pick.
are probably
My
trash.
goodness.
And that might have been
And now
exactly what
offensively,
would have
it's
happened in
3rd
real
and
life.
10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene?
There's a lot
Right
more
now, the
chances
play
here.
caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty
You can have
successful
a
in the
dumb
first
player,
half scoring
you know, and
points.
get away
Haven't
with
done
it.
anything so far here in the second half.
And God knows me and you need it.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Have we scored a touchdown at all in the second half? I don't even know how my last drive went. Did I throw an interception?
What's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
No, nowhere near it.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Not
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So a nice job to break
completely
the one
correct. I
tackle,
mean,
but not
JJ
much
used to talk
daylight
about
after
that
that as
all
he's
the time, how
brought
I
down.
over-pursue on,
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. To throw his Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller.
He was stuck his head
His
up.
2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Gonna bounce off his helmet.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Like, I don't think this is the most perfect mode by it, no. I just think when it comes to the league as a whole, and stuff like that, it could change up playoffs each year, stuff like that. Give different guys a chance to,
And he'll be brought down at the 23.
Like the guy I just got beat by, I feel like I'm a whole lot better user than him. Like I'm ass stomped by him, and stuff like that. It happens. Like guys have bad games. Like I feel like the Ravens this year in real life were by far the favorite to go to the Super Bowl, and they didn't go far. And they got beat by,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said,
I read that. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But I mean, he might have that clutch trait. So he's just trying to bring it down.
Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pretty fast too, ain't he?
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception.
And then as good as Thielen is, like he's not going to compete.
They read through it.
Oh, that was not the guy I wanted. I wanted the guy over the top to hit
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, like Thielen and Mike Evans, like they are not going to do good.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
They're built to go up and get the ball.
What's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins.
Tried to beat that. That was just not happening.
Yeah,
I wanted you to throw it, but I was
knocked down.
Got to get off of him a little bit.
Roberts right there on the coverage. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back,
I had to jump all like that one time,
99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
That's probably why Diggs left.
And he's
Okay,
going to
well,
be
let's
intercepted a
take this a little
third
bit more
time.
interesting. Let's get another play
Picked off
on
by the
it.
linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Oh.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
It will not be? Okay. I'm not sure. Probably for 84. Probably for 84.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And
I mean, he almost had it, though.
incomplete.
He
They
almost
were
had it.
going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.